Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of RE/MAX Associated Realty. MyNextHomeFinder.com.
Welcome to Treasure Coast Community Health. We have 8 locations to serve you better. Our staff is dedicated to help you and your family. Here's your host, Vicki Soulé.
Hello there. Welcome to Community Conversations. We're back again to talk with wonderful people in our community today, as always. I said people, but in reality, I guess I got ahead of myself. I'm pleased to have Christy Shields here today. Unless you count the great duck that's sitting on my lapel here, Treasure Coast Community Health has, for 9 different years, had the Great Duck Derby. And we are so excited that this year, we are going to be back at Captain Hiram's. COVID threw us for a loop, as it did many, many organizations, but we've already made arrangements to be out there October 24th, and our ducks are now appearing for adoption at only $5 a piece. So I would encourage you to stop at the businesses that have our Great Duck Derby brochures out there, or you can go online to thegreatduckderby.com and get yourself either a $5 duck adoption, or we have quack packs and other flocks of ducks. Sort of a pay it forward back to Treasure Coast Community Health, but also with the incentive to have the opportunity to win a $1,000 prize if your duck is the first one that comes into the shoreline at Captain Hiram's, or $500 or $250. So great incentives to be a part of our group that's fundraising for Treasure Coast Community Health. But I want to turn our attention to Christy. Christy is the principal and director of the Technical College across from our health center at Gifford. And Christy, I'm so glad that you're here today. We've known each other for a couple of years, and we know how very important education is. And yet, education doesn't seem to be for everyone in terms of the formal college classes. So tell us a little bit about the Technical College and the programs it runs.
Thank you so much for having me this morning, Vicki. I really appreciate you having me here. I am the principal and director of Treasure Coast Technical College. We are under the umbrella of the School District of Indian River County. We offer 6 different career certificate programs. Most of our programs are in the medical field. That's why we have a great, right? And we have a great working relationship. And those programs are practical nursing, medical assisting, pharmacy technician, phlebotomy, and nursing assistant. We also offer a welding program, which has been hugely successful for us. All of our programs are offered at the Gifford location, right across from Treasure Coast Community Health. And I believe we serve a great need in this community because, as you kind of alluded to, not everyone is interested in going the traditional 4-year college route. And so we serve as an option for those individuals who are looking to learn a skill that's going to lead to gainful employment.
Now, since this is associated with the school district, does that mean that you have to be enrolled in a high school in order to be in the program?
No, absolutely not. We serve individuals 16 years of age and up. Okay. One of the great things about what we do at Treasure Coast Technical College is we also offer 4 of our programs in a career dual enrollment format. Okay. So in other words, if you are a junior or a senior in high school in Indian River County, you can participate in the phlebotomy, nursing assistant, pharmacy technician, or welding program at no cost to you.
Wow. So what about homeschool kids? Can they enroll in this
Absolutely.
portion?
Yes. We also have a homeschool articulation agreement for those individuals who are homeschooled. Nice. So we work very hard to benefit all individuals within the community. I'm very proud to say that recently our practical nursing program was ranked #1 in the state by Nursing Almanacs. And what they do is they go in and they look at different nursing programs and they look at the data from the last 10 years and they rank the programs. And The reason why we were ranked number one is because we have, I believe it was a 98.3% pass rate on the NCLEX exam, which is huge.
Yes.
Huge. Because as you know, you cannot work as a practical nurse unless you have earned your license.
That's right. You have to be licensed in the state of Florida to do so many things.
Exactly. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very fortunate and blessed to have a great practical nursing staff. They've worked very hard. Leslie Merritt's, our practical nursing director, has been with the school since the program's inception, and she's worked very hard to get, our students trained and build those relationships with the different facilities in the community so that they can have those clinical experiences. So it's been a great thing.
It absolutely has helped us immensely in this community, having homegrown people. They know the neighborhoods, they know the people, and then adding that skill set on top of it is just a natural fit to enhance the health of our community.
Yes.
So I do have another question. I'm sort of coming up with all kinds of them, I guess. The one thing that we see is a question about how long is it, okay? That, is it a 2-month course? Is it 6 months? Particularly as we're winding down the school year, is now the time for people to apply? And how long would those programs be?
So right now we are accepting applications for our next practical nursing program start. That would be in January 2022.
Oh.
And then in August, we will have several of our other programs starting, pharmacy technician, medical assisting, nursing assistant, phlebotomy, and welding. So we are also accepting enrollments right now for those programs as well. The practical nursing program is 1,350 hours, so it is a full-time Monday through Friday program. It takes approximately 11 months to complete.
Wow.
Medical assisting is 765 hours, and it takes approximately 7 months to complete. And that is also full-time Monday through Friday. It does seem like somewhat of an investment at first, but it does pay off in the end. I can assure you. One of the things that we focus on as a technical college is making sure that those employment opportunities are available for our students when they finish. So we focus on only offering programs that are going to lead to gainful employment. And as you are aware, we have a community that utilizes
a lot of healthcare.
Yes,
I'll
yes.
save you saying it.
Yes, so the demand is there to fill those positions. So our students are becoming employed in all of the different programs: medical assisting, pharmacy technician, practical nursing, nursing assistant, phlebotomy, and welding, because those are in-demand fields in our community.
How many kids are actually enrolled in each class as it progresses?
Well, we have limitations on the number of students that we can take, simply because, for example, with practical nursing, you are required to do clinical rotations, and with practical nursing, it's set by the Board of Nursing. So we can accept 24 students per year. Medical assisting, we accept 18. And again,
it's a drop in the bucket, Christy.
I know, but again, we want to make sure that we are providing quality instruction, that those students have those externship opportunities within the community, so that they can go on out into the world and learn how to do those hands-on skills that are so important in the day-to-day operations of a medical facility.
I wouldn't want it any other way, trust me. It's just so wow.
Yes. So phlebotomy 18, nursing assistant 18, welding we take a few more students because I'm happy to say we are expanding our welding building. We have added 8 additional booths, so we now have 18 welding booths in our building. So that is going to obviously allow for us to take more enrollments. We offer welding full-time during the day and also part-time in the evening.
That's fantastic. Are there criteria that eliminate individuals right out of the gate?
No, the only program that has entrance requirements is the practical nursing program.
Okay.
In regards to all of our other programs, as I mentioned, the individual needs to be 16 years of age or older, and they do have a basic skills requirement that they have to meet upon exiting the program, because we want to make sure that those individuals have those skills that they need to be successful.
That's wonderful. Do you have an alignment then? I'm thinking of the HOSA program that's been at the high school for many years. Is that a natural fit then? It's sort of an extension, or?
It is, and we work closely with both of the high schools. We have several of the HOSA students who come to us for phlebotomy, because as a HOSA student, they're taking the nursing assistant program at the high school level. So a lot of them come to us to up their skills and take phlebotomy. And then we've had several of them who have gone on to take the practical nursing program, because that is a career path, nursing assistant to practical nursing to RN to BSN and so on and so forth.
And we see that a lot in our workforce.
Yes.
We have talked a lot about that career path and how important it is.
Yes, it's a natural progression, and we want to make sure that obviously we're a part of that career pathway for students.
That is awesome. So what kinds of things would you say folks should look at in terms of making that choice to do that or to do something else? What's your selling tickets there?
Well, one of the great things about a technical college is we are very affordable, and we work diligently with all of our students to make sure that finances is not a barrier to attending our school. We are Title IV Pell Grant approved for our programs. We also have an internal scholarship program. We also have a student assistance grant that's through the state of Florida. Not to mention, we work closely with Career Source Research Coast. We're on their eligible training provider list. So we just make sure that finances should not be a barrier, and if all else fails, we will work out a payment plan with students.
That's so good to hear. And I know, like us, you're right on the Go Line bus route, so even transportation ought not to be a problem.
Right, exactly. And that was one of the things when we relocated to the campus in Gifford that we looked at, was making sure that transportation was not going to be a barrier. And as you mentioned, there's a Go Line station right across the street. So, and we do have several of our students who utilize that transportation.
Very good. You know, we're going to take a short break for a word from our sponsors. But when we come back, maybe we can talk about some of the things that you have on your crystal ball with the school district going forward.
Okay.
Stop the spread of...
Hello, this is Carol Jean Jordan, your tax collector here in Indian River County. All of our offices are scheduling appointments for in-office services, but you can get that little yellow sticker quicker by using our Express Lane. It's fast, convenient, and free when you pay with an e-check. Renew your registration on our website and select Pick Up at the Tax Collector's Office. Order before 3 p.m. and you can pick up your little yellow sticker on the same day. Order at irctax.com. That's irctax.com.
At Sunshine Furniture, you can create your island paradise and save another 10% during our Memorial Day sale event. From May 20th to June 1st, all furniture by Tommy Bahama and Lexington, including the new Barclay Butera and Ocean Breeze collection, is an additional 10% off. Our gallery of Tommy Bahama has everything you need for your Florida home. We have the largest selection of bedroom, dining room, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs, including slipcover styles from American-made, Four Seasons, and Capri, all in stock for immediate delivery. And we have more outdoor furniture than any store on the Treasure Coast, including fire pits, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. All pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price, and don't forget to visit our outlet store across the street for hundreds of great buys. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in Vero Beach. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Stop the spread of eviction. If you are a landlord whose tenants are behind in their rent as a result of COVID-19, you may be eligible for rent reimbursement through the HART program. Funds are currently available. Please contact Florida Rural Legal Services at 877-HART-95, and you'll be connected with a pro bono attorney who specializes in housing matters. Avoid the expensive and lengthy eviction proceedings and help keep tenants in their homes. Call 877-432-7895.
Hi, I'm Vicki Soule, CEO of Treasure Coast Community Health. We are the only federally qualified health center in Indian River County. This means we have incredibly high standards of care and waive Medicare deductibles. We are a nonprofit that serves our community with primary medical, dental, and behavioral care, on-site pharmacies as well. Make TCCH your one-stop medical center. Spring into action with TCCH, offering your COVID-19 vaccines, annual medical and dental appointments, and more at tcchinc.org. And welcome back to Community Conversation. Every week we search our brains, we look through the newspapers, we talk to individuals and try to figure out what would be a beneficial topic to bring to you as part of the enrichment of our community, not just in health, but in all things. And so this week I'm fortunate to have Christy Shields, and we're back from the commercial. Those of you that are just joining us, that was for your benefit. Christy is the executive director and principal at the Technical College. And so we've been talking about a number of the programs that they have there. Christy, what kinds of things are we looking from this point forward? What's in your crystal ball for the next year?
So I would like to mention that we do have a part-time phlebotomy class starting on Tuesday. So if you're interested in a phlebotomy program, please come see us. That will start Tuesday evenings. It will run 3 evenings a week. We also have a CDL Class B class starting that will start on June 7th. And we run that at our transportation depot with the school district. And again, one of the wonderful things about being under the umbrella of a school district is we can utilize their transportation department to offer that program, which is another need that we have in the community. But for future plans, one of the programs that I'm currently researching and considering offering is a surgical technology program with Cleveland Clinic now as part of our community. That is one of the needs that they have.
Okay.
So I'm currently doing the research. I'm hoping that
lots of opportunities coming forward.
Right, and it's a great program, and it's another career certificate that leads to gainful employment and
not
a great
just
career.
In our community, but anywhere.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
So can I backtrack just a little bit?
Sure.
The phlebotomy classes are 3 nights a week. Mm-hmm. So they could be working during the day or on the beach side for the summer during the week.
Absolutely. And that was the reason behind offering an evening course, because we wanted to give the opportunity to those individuals who are working during the day or maybe had some other plans going on.
Well, and childcare is always a bit of a dilemma for young people.
Absolutely.
And so the evening courses would allow someone else to take care of that childcare gap that they might have on a daytime course. So
right.
Thank you for that. That enlarges the potential pool of people that can do it. And
the same thing with the CDL class that is also offered in the evenings for those individuals who are otherwise occupied during the day.
Yeah. No, that's great. You said, though, that it's at the transportation area of the school. For those of us that are not savvy about geography, where would that be?
So they would still come and register at our office, which is, as we mentioned, across from TCCH in Gifford, but it is located off of 41st Street.
Oh, not that far.
Not that far. Not that far at all. 41st Street between 43rd and 58th Avenue.
I'm trying to do the bus map, but I'm not sure that works.
Yeah, kind of across from the county facility.
Okay, so again, not that far and right on a bus route there.
Correct.
That's great. So again, you've said that these programs are intended to be affordable.
Absolutely. And we have scholarships available. The programs that are 600 hours or more all qualify for Title IV Pell Grant funding. There's also a student assistance grant through the state of Florida. And again, we partner with several different agencies in the community: Career Source Research Coast, Economic Opportunities Council. We've had students sponsored by Habitat for Humanity, Vocational Rehab.
So listeners, if your children or grandchildren are motivated to do something different, don't think barriers. Think, I can do this, and reach out to the technical college, and they will help you figure out how to remove those barriers.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, I do want to ask you about your GED program, because there are many youngsters that feel that school is just not something that they can deal with, and they quit, as they are legally allowed to. And then sometimes, usually, it's not that long before they recognize that was not the brightest choice I've ever made, and now what do I do? And so tell us about the GED program.
So they come see us because we are a great second chance opportunity for those individuals. And as we mentioned, with those who are not interested in going the traditional college route, there are some students who are uncomfortable in the traditional high school setting. So we are that second chance opportunity. They come to us, we put them through a GED orientation, and that orientation, we go over the policies and the procedures of the GED program and get them familiar with what it takes to pass the GED test and get them registered with GED.com.
Yeah.
And we also do a basic skills test with those individuals so that when they do go to the classroom, the teachers can give them a prescription of what they need to work on in order to be successful to pass the GED.
And it's my understanding that, again, your hours for the GED students are very flexible.
Oh, absolutely. We have class times during the day and in the evening as well.
But they aren't prescribed. In other words, they don't have to be there at 8 o'clock every morning and work until noon. They can come and go as
they can. So we are open entry, open exit. It's not managed enrollment, so that means that you are not scheduled for a set class time. It's up to you. You have the flexibility to come when it's convenient. Now, we do ask that you attend at least a minimum of 10 hours per week.
Okay. It's reasonable.
Right. And because we
As a
do
mother and me.
Right, we do want you to be successful.
Yeah.
You know, and we know that if you are coming to class and putting in the time, you are going to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least more likely to be successful.
And then did you also say at one point in the break that you also have an ESL, English as a second language?
We do. We have an English Speakers of Other Language program as well. And same thing, it's open entry, open exit, so students can come when it's convenient for them. Okay. And that class is offered during the day and in the evening.
So again, if you all know of anyone, it doesn't necessarily limit you to Spanish. We have other folks from. Oh,
absolutely.
Okay.
We have had students from all over the world in our ESOL class. Russia, South America. I mean, I've often been surprised where some of our students have come from, and let me tell you, they have a great time in that class because they usually have an international food day.
That sounds good.
Yes.
Food is always good.
Food is always good. Food always brings people in.
Well, thank you so much for all you do and all of your staff members. It is great to be able to help people regardless of where they're at that particular point in their life. If they're motivated to succeed, you all certainly are providing great tools to do that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for having me.
Well, and thank you all for listening to the very end. And we'll be back next week. I hope you'll tune in then. Thank you and good evening.